This morning, a major change in U.S. immigration rules. Title 42 is no longer. That's the pandemic-era restriction that officials said was aimed at stopping the spread of COVID. It was used nearly 3 million times to turn migrants away from the U.S. And now immigration officials are bracing for what comes next. The Border Patrol chief says tens of thousands of migrants are at the border, with many thousands more of them coming behind them. These are live pictures from Yuma, Arizona, where we've been watching the line at the border grow. Now, we should mention it's not even 5 a.m. there yet. Joining us now is Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. Mr. Secretary, the President met with you yesterday with Secretary Antony Blinken, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin about the end of Title 42. As you've watched this play out over the course of the last several hours, where do things stand? Can you update us on what you've seen so far 7 hours into this kind of new reality?
Good morning. We are seeing people arrive at our southern border as we expected, as we have been planning for. We are taking them into our custody. We are processing them. We are screening and vetting them. And if they do not have a basis to remain, we will remove them very swiftly under now what we can use our traditional immigration enforcement authorities. We've been very, very clear that there are lawful, safe, and orderly pathways to seek relief in the United States. And if one arrives at our southern border, one is going to face tougher consequences, and that is what we are going to deliver.
You know, a federal judge yesterday ruled or stripped your ability to release migrants without court dates. First, do you plan to appeal that ruling?
It's a very harmful ruling, and the Department of Justice is considering our options. You know, the practice that the court has prevented us from using is a practice that prior administrations have used to relieve overcrowding. What we do is we process, screen, and vet individuals, and if we do not hold them, we release them so that they can go into immigration enforcement proceedings, make whatever claim for relief they might, and if they don't succeed, be removed.
Can I ask you, given that, whether it's temporary or how long it lasts, given the court order, what are you doing to prepare for overcrowding issue? I mean, are you prepared to deal with the fact that you're going to have to continue to hold more people because of what the court has done? Do you have the facilities, the resources necessary to deal with what could be a new influx of people that you need to hold?
So a couple things. Number one, we've been planning for months, and we've been executing on those plans. We have surged personnel. We have added facility capacity. We have surged transportation resources. We will manage through the situation. But really what the situation reflects is the fact that we are operating within very serious constraints. And the two primary constraints are as follows. One, a fundamentally broken immigration system that hasn't been fixed for more than 2 decades, and we need Congress to act. Two, we need Congress to provide us with the resources that we need, that we requested, and that we haven't received.
Can you explain? I think one of the things that people have a difficult time getting their heads around is you saying, which is true, you guys have been preparing for this for months. It has been an inevitability. The administration has known it was coming, and yet the president noted that it would likely be chaotic, is not really a good read on whether or not the preparation is going to be enough, especially in the short term. How is that possible if you had so much time to prepare and yet still aren't totally sure that you'll be able to basically not have some type of chaotic situation at the border?
I've been very clear for months that the situation is going to be challenging when we transition from the Public Health Authority of Title 42 to our immigration enforcement authorities. I've been very, very clear and open about that. I've also been very clear that we have confidence in our plan, that our plan will take some time, but our plan will succeed. And I say that with confidence because our plan has worked in the past. The president extended lawful, safe, and orderly pathways for individuals from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela on January 5th. And for those individuals from those countries who didn't use those pathways, we delivered a tougher consequence. We saw a more than 90% drop in the number of encounters of those individuals in a matter of days. And so we've seen success We will achieve success. It will take time. And to avoid the number of people arriving at our southern border, we need to fix the broken immigration system. And by the way, a broken immigration system that was dismantled by the prior administration.
No, and I understand. I know it's been a difficult 2+ years trying to put together the plans that you wanted to implement when it comes to that system. I do want to ask, one of the biggest issues when you talk to officials on the ground, whether federal or state and local, is the disinformation, the information that you guys are trying to get out. I mean, you put out a statement last night. You've been very clear that the border is not open. You know, one of our colleagues on the ground said it appears the Department of Homeland Security is making a very clear effort to kind of showcase the law enforcement efforts. Federal agents in flak jackets and handcuffs were walking around Sacred Heart Church in El Paso asking migrants to turn themselves in. ICE was giving access to reporters for removal flights, something that I think the Obama administration did as well. Is it intentional? Are you trying to make very clear from a kind of more muscular law enforcement perspective through pictures that this is not what maybe people are hearing from the other side of the border?
We have an obligation to counter the ruthless actions of the smuggling organizations. Not only do they inflict tragedy and trauma on the migrants, on vulnerable individuals, but they spread misinformation. They spread lies to deceive those vulnerable individuals into placing their lives and life savings in the hands of criminals that only care about profit and not people. So we have been communicating for months accurate information, and we've been building on those communications and only amplifying and enhancing our efforts. Just a couple days ago, we announced a new digital campaign. We've got to send accurate information to the migrants so they're not deceived and lied to and possibly lose their lives at the hands of really ruthless criminal organizations.
Yeah, Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, very complex and dynamic situation. Thanks for taking the time for us this morning, sir.